Okay, so picture this. You're giving a presentation about nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real deal, the evidence-based
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
Not just like some trendy diet.
Yeah.
And then someone in the audience, a well-known influencer, starts promoting some diet that's like full of stuff that could actually hurt people.
Oh, wow.
So how do you handle that?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Yes, it's tricky.
Yeah, it's a real balancing act. You got to be respectful to everyone there.
Right.
But also make sure that the right information, the accurate stuff gets out there.
Exactly.
Especially when it's someone who's really charismatic and audience that's, ready to believe them.
Yeah, they're hanging on their every word.
Exactly.
And so today we're going to deep dive into this.
Okay.
We've got some source material that actually drops us right into the middle of a community health talk
Okay.
where this is happening.
Interesting.
This influencer is like going on and on about this specific diet.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to name any names.
Right.
But let's just say it involves a lot of kale and some pretty questionable claims about detoxing.
Yeah, and that's where it gets really dangerous,
Right.
These trendy diets, they rarely have any real scientific backing.
Yeah.
And they can lead to people not getting the nutrients they need. They can lead to disordered eating.
Right.
And sometimes even worse health problems down the line.
And it's frustrating.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it feels like these diets, they get so much traction because people want a quick fix.
Yes.
Our brains just love instant gratification.
Exactly. It's like we're wired for it.
Yeah.
And then social media comes along and it's like throwing gasoline on the fire.
Oh, totally.
You got these influencers with their huge audiences, and sometimes they don't even fully understand the science themselves or even the potential downsides.
Yeah.
They're just pushing these diets, and for some of them, let's be honest,
Yeah.
it's more about making money than it is about actually helping people be healthy.
Right. So how do we approach a situation like this?
Yeah. It feels like anything you say could just backfire.
It could.
You don't want to get into some big argument with the influencer.
No.
And you definitely don't want to alienate the audience.
Right.
Who, might already be believing what this person's saying.
Yeah, you got to be really careful. And I think it starts with just acknowledging their passion.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you could say something like, I really appreciate your enthusiasm for health.
Mm-hmm.
It's great that you're encouraging people to, make positive changes.
Okay, but are we just giving them a platform at that point?
Well,
Shouldn't we be pushing back harder against those claims, especially the harmful ones?
yeah, you can definitely push back,
Okay.
but you got to do it in a way that's inviting a conversation, not picking a fight.
Right.
So you could follow that up with something like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of information out there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at what the research actually says about some of these claims about this diet. Okay, so we're gently steering things towards the facts
Exactly.
without totally dismissing them.
Right.
But let's say this person is really dug in.
Mm-hmm.
They're committed to this diet, even if all the evidence says it's not a good idea.
Yeah, sometimes you get those people.
What do we do then?
Well, then you kind of shift gears,
Okay.
You might say something like, hey, this diet, it might work for some people,
Right.
but it could be risky for others. So let's look at some alternatives that are both healthy and sustainable
Okay.
and that have some solid scientific backing.
Yeah.
There's something out there for everyone.
Love that.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Oh,
You can actually use this whole situation to make something positive.
okay.
Imagine this influencer with their huge platform
Yeah.
suddenly starts sharing evidence-based nutrition advice.
Wow.
Maybe they even partner with a registered dietitian
Yeah.
to do a Q&A with their followers.
That would be amazing.
It would, right?
You're taking this potential conflict
Mm-hmm.
and you're turning it into this opportunity to reach all these people.
Exactly, and with the right information.
Yeah.
It's about harm reduction, of course.
Right.
But it's also about empowering people.
Okay.
Giving them the tools to make good decisions about their health.
So important.
Especially in a world where there are so many influencers and so many trends that come and go.
Yeah, so much noise.
So much noise.
So basically, stay calm, be respectful, and focus on that reliable information.
Yes. That's it, in a nutshell.
Yeah. Bring it back to the science.
To the science.
This has been so insightful.
Glad to hear it.
It really highlights how tough it can be
It is.
to figure out what's real when it comes to health information.
Yeah.
And it leaves me with a question for all of you listening.
Okay.
How do you filter through all that noise?
Yeah.
What are your go-to strategies
How do you know?
for deciding what's credible and what's not?
Yeah, what's real?
Yeah, let us know.